Community of Excellence, and happy Mindset Monday. My name is Nick and this is Megan, and we are your trusty mindset coaches. We're picking up on the discussion of mindset. That is growth versus fixed mindset. And these are terms coined by Carol Dweck. We're looking at mindset in its relationship to effort. This is really tricky. This is a topic that's really subtle, and actually the reason why I'm so fired up about it, because it is so tricky.
Yes.
Let's, for our purposes, define effort.
Yep.
And then take each mindset, respectively share the relationship between effort and those two.
Sounds good.
So, I don't know, have you ever seen those inspirational posters that says teamwork or effort or something like that, and it has a little quote, and it's got this like picture of a cat hanging from a rope.
Yep.
Or some perseverance.
Yes. I've absolutely seen several of those for effort, yes.
And were they life-changing?
No.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. I think you see the word effort and you see it's a nice cute quote, and that doesn't drive my behavior at all because it's vague. Like, what does it mean?
Right.
So
I think what you're saying is, like, if it's vague,
yeah,
it's gonna have a vague outcome.
Right.
And what we mean in this context is that there's just really doesn't have a huge impact on our lives. Let's get really specific. Let's get really concrete.
Okay.
And for our purposes, the definition of effort.
Okay. You know, my definition of effort is I have a goal or something I need to accomplish, an outcome, and until I'm sweaty, exhausted, ruled out every single obstacle, did everything in my control, that's effort. It's all of my behaviors and me knowing I spent all my energy and effort to do my best.
Essentially what I'm hearing is, for you, effort is the energy poured into specific behaviors towards a goal.
Much easier said, thank you. Yes.
Right? This is why it's so tricky. It's messy, and I think the more focus and concrete we can get,
absolutely,
the more impact.
Yeah. Help me understand what fixed mindset and the relationship with effort has, and what that relationship typically looks like.
It is this belief or way of thinking that we are born with a determined amount of strengths, talents, abilities, more deterministic view, and just say our stars are laid out for us. You know, what's going to happen is going to happen. There's really nothing much I can do about it.
Yep.
With this mindset, effort is either meaningless, what's the point, or threatening.
Those are big words. I mean,
It is.
Effort's threatening. I mean, tell me more about that.
I would say it's threatening because it begs the question, do I have what it takes?
Oh. And if you don't have what it
Naturally.
takes. Okay.
And again, the key word is naturally. If I naturally have the ability to do this, then it shouldn't be hard.
And I like sports, so I think of those natural born athletes like LeBron James, Tiger Woods. They have natural abilities, but they don't stop. They keep going. If they lose a tournament or they don't get the game-winning shot, they don't just give up.
In the fixed mindset, it's easy to look at people like that and go, oh, it's just everything comes easy to them.
No
Not
effort.
so.
Yeah.
Effortless.
Yeah, yes.
No, that's really good. It's effortless. It's effortless to them. You've ever said that?
You don't know all the little behaviors that went into them practicing.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, tears, all that good stuff. Yeah, you only see the outcome.
And that's a great segue to the growth mindset.
Effort in the growth mindset is really crucial. You need effort to grow. But it talks really about, okay, you have an outcome and you have a goal, and then you have your behaviors. How much effort are you putting into each behavior? So we have an example of you want to get an A. And in order to do that, a behavior you need to do is carve out time. Because all of us, we are all busy. Behavioral approach is I want to carve out time mentally. Okay, so what do I have to do every week? When am I going to carve out time? Monday morning before I take the kids to school, Tuesday night after dinner after I put them to bed. You know, Friday, instead of going out with friends, I'm going to do my homework, and every Sunday night.
Getting really specific with the strategy.
Really specific with the strategy.
I think that's where the magic happens.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the magic happens, is when you break a goal down to the dozens of behaviors it's going to take to get there.
Yep.
And then do it.
Yep.
Put the gritty blood, sweat, and tears into it. And the magic happens is when you start to gain momentum. That's a huge psychological boost. You gain the traction.
Yeah.
And then things start to move forward. You start to get a lot of energy behind it, which compounds. You want to put more energy into it because, hey, I've already got my reading done for the day. I might as well get my discussion post in today.
Yep. Even if you're struggling in one area, school, but work, you're on it. You are in the growth mindset all the time, overcoming obstacles, putting in effort, all of that stuff, and you're probably pretty confident. Where are you at as a learner, or as a girlfriend, or a husband, or a wife, or a child, whatever it is? How can we spill some of that over, that competence and confidence to, help other areas of your life flourish?
I think you bring up a great point. We might show up in the growth mindset in one area, and in another area, the fixed mindset has made its way in.
Yep.
And so that's normal. I challenge you guys to shift from the fixed mindset in these areas, but recognize it over to the growth.
Yep. Yep.
Because what's the why? What's the benefit of the growth mindset?
In the growth mindset, think about, I could go on for... It brings you new perspective. It builds your confidence. It allows you to reach out of your comfort zone and do things you never thought you could. Always be growing and learning, because there's a lot of things that you can do being in the growth mindset that opens the world. For me, it's just opening the world and just challenging yourself and seeing what potential you have inside of you. We're here to help challenge you, because our learners, we already know you have growth mindset in you, and to be successful at Capella, we want you to get more out of the degree in life than just the A's. So when you are crossing that stage at graduation, it's going to be that much more sweet because of all the effort that you pulled into this degree, time away from your family, working on skills. I guess for me, the feeling of that accomplishment at the end of the day, with roadblocks and unknowns and everything else, it's pretty sweet.
You bring up a great point. It's hard to explain the growth mindset to someone who's in the fixed mindset.
Yes.
Unless they've tasted it.
Right.
And it's like, we've tasted it, and we know that the outcome, it's good to set goals, it's good to have an outcome in mind, but then the outcome kind of becomes relevant because we're focused on the journey, personal growth, personal development.
Yeah.
Our challenge to you as we sign off here is to really look at, again, not about what you think about effort, but what you believe.
Yep.
Trying to identify those ways for yourself.
Yep.
Identify the ways that you've put in the blood, sweat, and tears, the effort, and accomplish something. We want to hear your voice.
Yes.
We want to hear your stories. So post in the comment section below.
Yep.
If you have questions, throw them out. We'll be fielding those questions as well. And thank you so much, Megan, for joining me today. Hopefully I can get her to come back in the future.
Maybe.
And thank you so much for tuning in.
Yep.
Happy Mindset Monday.